Sometimes we witness moments that remind us just how sacred leadership can be. This isn't just a ceremony. This is a declaration that purpose still matters and that faith still has a place in our world. Notice the silence in the room. It's not just about him, it's about the weight of what he represents. A mantle passed down for centuries, now resting on new shoulders. Every step toward that altar carries history. Every robe, every candle, every bowed head reflects a legacy of hope, struggle, and renewal. It's easy to get caught up in the world's noise, but in this moment, all the noise fades. When he pauses to pray at the altar, it's not performance, it's surrender. A quiet confession that even the most powerful leaders must kneel before something greater than themselves. And in that pause, we're reminded, humility is not weakness, it's strength under control. Watch the faces in the crowd. Some are weeping, some are still, some are overwhelmed. Why? Because they see more than a man. They see meaning. They see the possibility of unity in a divided world, of healing in a hurting one. When he raises his hand to bless, he's not just blessing a room. He's speaking over nations, families, hearts, over people who've been searching for peace. Sometimes all it takes is one quiet gesture to remind you, you're not forgotten. You're still covered. This is leadership at its purest, not built on applause, not built on ego, but built on service, sacrifice, and the steady whisper that says, I'm here for something more. And as this moment continues to unfold, let it stir something in you. Let it remind you that you were made for something higher, that you too can walk with grace, speak with purpose, and lead with love. And now the moment of appointment. A new era officially begins, not just for the Church, but for the hearts of millions around the world. As the Cardinal presents each sacred item, the ring, the staff, the garments, it's more than tradition. It's a symbol of trust, of weight, of responsibility. These aren't ornaments. They're reminders that true power exists to serve, not to rule. And when Pope Leo XIV takes his seat on the throne, it's not the image of a man claiming status. It's the image of someone stepping fully into purpose, not for applause, but for impact. He doesn't need to speak loudly. He doesn't need to impress. Even in silence, his presence says it all. That hope still has a voice. That leadership is still possible when it's built on humility and love. You see the people watching, men, women, clergy, and lay people from every corner of the world. And maybe for a brief moment, differences fade. Politics, status, language, background, they all bow to something higher. And as he speaks, softly, simply, it's not about eloquence. It's about meaning. You get the sense that every word has been weighed, prayed over, carried with care. And in that moment, the world slows down to listen. Sometimes the most powerful moments are the quietest, the ones that don't go viral, the ones that happen in sacred places where cameras fade but impact lingers. And as he turns and walks down the aisle once more, the moment stays. The air still feels charged with reverence. People reach, they bow, they watch, because they know they've witnessed something eternal. Leadership like this is rare. It doesn't boast, it blesses, it doesn't take, it gives, and that's what makes it unforgettable. So as this video ends, maybe ask yourself, what kind of leader will I be? Will I lead with power or with purpose? Will I demand respect or earn it through love? Because maybe the world doesn't need more noise. Maybe what it really needs is more of this. And now, as he reads from the paper in his hands, you can feel the weight of every word. This isn't just a speech, it's a message to the world, a call for peace, for unity, for renewal. The crowd stands in quiet reverence, some leaning in, others simply holding their breath, not because they don't know what he'll say, but because they need to hear it said. He speaks of faith, of hope, of healing across nations, of listening to one another, not as enemies or strangers, but as family. And in a world that often feels divided, these words land like rain on dry ground. And now the Mass ends, but something bigger has begun. World leaders step forward, not with political posture, but with genuine respect. Hands are extended, smiles exchanged. For a moment, power bows to something greater than itself. This is more than ceremony, it's connection. A reminder that no matter how different we seem, we are all human, all longing for truth, for meaning, for peace. And as the Pope continues to greet each one, you realize this is not just the end of a service, it's the beginning of a deeper conversation.